Hi, my name is Kevin Herman. My wife and I own Treasure Hut Flowers. My family started it in 1969. Richard and Jean Herman. We took the business over in 2001 and we've been running it ever since. My son Logan has been dabbling and taking it over. So it's a third generation in Delavan, Wisconsin, and we're proud of it. Today I'm going to go over a few simple household maintenance, cleaning, general care of your plants. One thing a lot of people come in asking is, I have an overgrown plant. Obviously this is not an overgrown plant, but what you're going to do is, let's say you had a peace lily, which this is, and it's getting root bound. What you're going to do is take the pot off the plant and check the roots, make sure they're healthy, which you should have a nice white tannish color. If they're shriveled, looking black or brown, most likely you have overwatered it, which is still not a problem. It just means that you're going to have to do a little extra care. What you're going to do is, after checking it thoroughly, you're going to knock off some of the excess dirt, and you're going to kind of decide with the plant where you want that to be divided to reduce its size. And what you usually do is you just split it right down the middle. You get a sharp knife, and you're going to cut straight down the root. You have to pull it apart, and you're going to pull off any excess death, broken leaves, damaged roots, reshape the ball a little bit, find another pot, topsoil, replant, and you'll have 2 plants, 3 plants, 6 plants. That works with peace lilies. If you're doing outside stuff, you can do hostas, Chinese evergreens, most of your indoor plants. Another big question we get is like hanging baskets, spider plants, or wandering Jew. Any of those plants that have overgrown, the dead leaves have kind of overcome, and the plant's no longer looking healthy. One of the main ones we get is the wandering Jew and the spider plant. Nice thing about those is cuttings are extremely easy. You can get the plant, take cuttings off it, which just means pinching off the extra growth, and you're going to basically get a whole pile of little shoots like that. If you run to your local hardware store or garden center, you can get a tray, flat. It can be pots, whatever you can find, with some just potting soil, and you're going to poke holes in your soil, and you're going to get your cutting, and you're going to pull off the lower growth, leaving about a 2-inch stem. You're just going to poke that right into the soil, tap it in, and can continue that process with all that growth. It also works with Christmas cactus, Easter cactuses. With the spider plant, you can get a shoot. They actually come out, that's actually their offspring. They're looking for ground. You can actually pinch that right off and plant that the same way into the soil, and that will root in and take off as well. Water it in really good. Get a clear plastic bag, slide it over the container after everything is filled in, and you're ready to go. Give it about 3 weeks to root in, and you can transplant that into another container. These were actually cuttings from 4 weeks ago. So that gives you an idea of how fast you can rejuvenate your baskets, get you ready for another winter. get through this beautiful summer we're having, and you should be all set. Another nice one you can do is a jade plant. It's the same process. These jade plants were actually taken off of one of our main bushes we have in our greenhouse that's over 100 years old. And the nice thing about it is you just literally break off a piece and you'll see that the roots are actually starting to already take off. That gets planted the same way into a pot. Grab a pen or any object, finger, thumb, whatever works. Just poke that right in and cover with plastic. Give it about 2 weeks and you'll have a nice jade plant. Another question is about what do I do about dead foliage? This is a palm. They're kind of notorious for browning on the bottom. Every time it shoots up new growth, the old growth dies back. It's kind of the nature of the palm, and it happens every single time, so expect to do it every year. All you gotta do is kind of go through the plant, check to see what's healthy, what's not. And you're going to find out the dead leaf, and you're going to cut all the way down as close to the plant as you can. And you're going to be taking off all that extra dead growth, and you're just going to go through that and trim. If the leaf is 90% good, leave it, because you don't want to take too much off. You want the plant to still have a little bit of energy being produced. But if it's got like a couple broken leaves, don't be afraid to take those off, and you should be all set to go. So this is just a quick little tutorial for you guys to learn about. If you have any questions, please give us a call. We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5, and we're open Saturday, 9:30 till noon. Our number is 262-728-2020. You have a great day and happy planting.